Good morning. Today is December the 15th and gonna do a little bit garden review. So this is my Vietnamese Atemoya. The seed were from Vietnam, so the foliage is very typical of the Vietnamese sugar apple or Atemoya. It's chewy and it's gorgeous. It doesn't look like a Vietnamese sugar apple, but like I said, this is a hybrid. These right here are my Bumpo stream. They're amazing. Taste, sweet, sour. It's a phenomenal flavor. It's basically a cross between a dream and an El Bumpo. That's why it's called Bumpo stream. This is Fortuna. So I'll have to pick some fruit later. So. Bumpy one right there, that's Sabor, and then behind that is a Fortuna. My coffee plant does really well in this shady area. Again, Sabor, and this will go in to get a closer look at the fruits. These are just seedling that I'm going to grow and graft onto. And this Leo number 1, also known as Calimoya, or Calimoya. So these are Birula. It's a super Lisa. It's much more redder, and there's a yellow and a pinkish reddish one. So this is pinkish reddish one. The yellow usually mutate from the branch of the pink one. So if you ever got a tree from me and half of your tree is yellow and the other half are pink or reddish like this, and that's normal. Beautiful coffee. I think these are Robusta or Robusta. I'm not familiar with the name, but it produces a live fruit. Kefir lime. Yep, Bumpo stream. It gets pretty big, so it's not ready yet. So behind that, this right here is a big sister. Very big, tasty. More Bumpo stream, Bumpo stream. And this is a Pierce. I can't really see too well because of the sun. Bumpo stream. Phenomenal fruit size and quality. And of course all my other grafted trees that I sell. Some of them haven't been grafted like this one. Or this one. And here is actually a Yucatan sugar apple. So it's an older tree, probably 2 years old, because it takes a long time for it to grow because of the weather. Some more Atemoya. are 15 gallon. This is the hybrid. The Yucatan Cherimoya is basically custard apple with a sugar apple gene. More rootstock to be used later. And calamansi. Productive tree, very productive tree. Very sour, so we use this kind of like a lemon or lime. And Mexican lime. This is a 25-gallon tree. The cultivars Pazico. It produces very good quality size fruit. So for a 25-gallon tree. Some more Atemoya in the 25-gallon tree. Sorry about the lighting. It's got mango tree back there. And this is a new variety. It's basically a seedling of a Atemoya with a Cherimoya gene. So that's why the leaves are really long, elongated. And hopefully the fruit will taste good and not the typical Atemoya. Hopefully there's some aromatic compound to it. This is another Atemoya in a 25-gallon pot. And what I have over here is pretty surprising. It has lived for about 3 years. That leaves right there. That's a gummy worm tree. So it hasn't fruited for me yet, so hopefully it'll fruit. Pineapple. More grafted Atemoya Cherimoya tree. Now we're going to the back of the yard. Another mango tree. And my two stupid dog, Pepper and Sandy. Here is a custard apple tree that I need to cut back on the branch that are dying. So it produces very good quality fruit. These right here is my purple sugar apple. See if I can get better focus. There we go. Purple sugar apple. I just cut a big one off the tree. So we got two varieties of Cherimoya on this tree. This is vanilla. And this is Deliciosa. Here is my Paxton Prolific. So the Paxton Prolific, also known as KJ Pink. It grows fast and heavy, produce tons of flower. Supposed to be self-pollinating. If they do self-pollinate, it won't be as much of a fruit compared to PinksBlush. This is ox, but it hasn't fruit yet. I haven't had time to hand pollinate. This here is a shrub from Vietnam. It's supposed to be medicinal. We eat these leaves raw, or you can stir fry it. It has a very unique aromatic flavor to it. That's hard to describe, but it's tasty. These are my campus. They're from Spain. And I had a couple of fruit right. They basically look like El Bumpo, but taste a lot better. This here is the Tropic Sun. It didn't taste too well, so I chopped it down. I was gonna grab something else, but the graft failed, so we'll see what will happen next year. More campus. This here is supposed to be jumbo AP. Tree is loaded. Tastes just like an AP, but it's supposed to be bigger. Okay. This right here, my friend, is the Lucrecinia. It's supposed to be the lemon drop from Mexico. And then go over here. We got ruby seedless guava. It's supposed to be seedless, but it's not seedless. There's still a lot of seed in it, so it's not seedless. I don't know why they advertise as seedless and so it's seedless, but it's just a regular ruby guava from Taiwan. I think it's crystal ruby. It tastes really good. Crunchy, watery. Yep. And of course, more seedling for me to graft if I have time. These here are Sweetie. Sweetie sugar apple I got from Hermino up in Fallbrook or Temecula at his farm. And he originally got these from Papaya Nursery, but I'm starting to think that they're not, because you can see there's a change in color when exposed to the sun, and that's usually an indication that it's a pink mammoth variety. So it could be been a variety of pink mammoth that I'm not familiar with. And here is a winner. This here is, I believe, is Hilary White. Big fruit. So let's see if I can get my hand in there. So that's about the size of my hands. Very big, very big. See? Oh, it's sorry, there's too much stuff here. Very big fruit. And that's in a 25-gallon pot. And this one here is, from India, Super Sitapao. Usually it looks like an AP, but for some reason this year it's look a lot different. See more of this Hilary White. Of course, got Ilama here and more Ilama there in the back. Sorry about the focus, bad focus. Ilamas, more Ilamas. And this one is also from Hermino. It's supposed to be from Spain. And this right here, my friend, is LH Pink. So it's a pink mammoth seedling from Hawaii that's very productive. And of course, I have my sapodilla, Alano, and this is the other one, the butterscotch right here. So I ran out of space, so everything has to be in pots now. More blueberry. And this is the one I just cut earlier today. This is that purple sugar apple. Beautiful fruit. It doesn't taste too well. I don't know where or not. It was the soil that's over there that's not augmented. It's very clay over there. It's not very good. This here is my AP2. Beautiful fruit. And my sugar apple in 25-gallon. One of my mango seedling. This is another hybrid from Yucatan. Elongated leaves. This is my Taiwanese AP. It's just a better tasting AP, but it looks like AP, tastes like AP, but it's consistently good compared to the other AP where it's a hit or miss season. Here's another bigger version of the hybrid at the Yucatan custard apple hybrid from Yucatan. Got the seed from Frank. At the time I had 4 of these trees, but when winter came it had root rot and it died. This right here is Hilary White. It's one of the pink mammoth family. You can tell it's pink mammoth family by the discoloration once it's exposed to the sun. And another hybrid from Yucatan. One of my mother tree died, so to save it, I regrafted onto a Cherimoya rootstock. Another Yucatan sugar apple. That's not a hybrid. That right there is my broadleaf papaya tree. That's been in this 25-gallon pot forever and hasn't died on me. This is PinksBlush. I just repotted. It was in a 15-gallon. It was too big for the 15-gallon. It grows fast. And it self-pollinates. Here's El Bumpo. Not El Bumpo, but the fruit got affected by the pollen. So if you use different pollen, sometimes it produces a different phenotype. This one is a new one. This is a sugar apple found in South America. I got a seed from Raul. He says this is supposed to be spicy, so I don't know what that means. But when originally I grew it, it did well. But because it's a sugar apple, it tends to die. So in order to save the tree, I regrafted onto a Cherimoya fruit stock. This is one of my creation. It's called Biribi. Basically, it's an AP pollinated with Rollinia. So Biribi. So this is the Biribi sugar apple. Not sugar apple. Biribi Cherimoya. My apology. Biribi Atemoya. Very good looking fruit. And this one here is the new one. I finally got it to fruit. And this is supposed to be Maroochy red. So it's not exposed to the sun, so the discoloration is not there. It's basically been in here, blocked by this pomelo and this PPC here, but it produced an inferior fruit, so I had to chop it off, and I put on top this Behl. Behl is a big old. See, that's a very nice picture. See, that's about the size of a grapefruit right now. That's a Dixie cup placed around it so the squirrel won't eat it. And if you want to know what kind of pomelo this is a Chandler. Valentine's grapefruit. And this one, my Cumbe, in a 25-gallon pot. And oh wow, it's ready to go. Now this one here I pollinated with a llama, so hopefully the quality of the fruit and the seed will be for the next generation. We'll see what kind of fruit it will produce in the next 3 to 4 years. This is my PinksBlush tree. It's self-pollinating. In the US we call this LH late. The reason why it's called late is because right now it's self-pollinating at this point in time, so the fruit will be ready in May. And this is my Giant Yucatán. There's no seed in it. I mean, no fruit in it right now, so we'll wait until I go to my other tree where there is fruit on it. Lemon. This is just a big old Sapodilla Chico. My llama. How beautiful that llama is. And this right here, my friend. My apologies, this here, my friend, is my Fino de Jete. The reason why I have these cups on is because of the rats. So, the rat would chew through the bags, but they can't chew through the cups. Or well, they can, but they haven't. So, this one's not ready yet. So, maybe later on it will be. I'll have to pick it, so there we go. Beautiful fruit. Very tasty. These are my Cumbe. Cumbe. Very yummy. Dream. Dream. This dream. The difference between dream and Paxton prolific is these right here. It has little pimples at the bottom. That's how you know you have a dream and not a Paxton prolific. or these Bumpo. More Cherimoya, Cherimoya. And of course, you know, the late right here is starting to fruit, self-pollinate. So basically I have year-round Atemoya fruit and Cherimoya fruit because of this tree right here. My big old wax bamboo tree. The bowl. In 25-gallon around space. And here is my giant Yucatan. So they're a lot smaller than before because I'm using different pollen, so hopefully it will produce a different fruit. It looks like that's just coloring a little bit, so that might be ready. And of course, I'm starting to grow Polinia right now, or Jabo Dicaba. The cone is to prevent the rat from eating it. Here's another hybrid. And this is MST. More seedling, more grafted tree. A purple longin. It had fruit on it, maybe a drop. And this is Dorado. Custard apple. Beautiful fruit. Another custard apple. That's not a hybrid, so that's a seedling, hasn't fruit yet. More Polinia, Jabo, different variety. More seedling, mango. Llama grafted onto Cherimoya rootstock. Sugar apple from Yucatan. Grafted on Cherimoya rootstock because they will die. You just leave them on their own rootstock. Another one I need to repot. Look how big that graph is. So this here, same thing. Banana tree in the back. So I'm a little bit perplexed about the discoloration in the fruit. At first I thought it was a cold that's doing it. Well, maybe it's caused by a fungus, but then this is color, that's not color. So I don't know. course, we got our chili pepper, and another sugar apple tree grafted into Cherimoya. 2 graft, one here. And the sugar apple is from Yucatan, so it's a Cherimoya. This here is a new variety from Florida. It's supposed to be purple. I forgot what the full name was. And these are my coffee beans that I threw down from that from the Robusta in the front. My horrible graft, but it worked. It's growing. I had a couple of Paullinia, big old tree. Sold 2 of them. Very sad. I'm having seller remorse. There's a red hybrid. This one here is supposed to be a Perthantha, maybe a white one, I'm not sure, from seed. That tree right there is golden nugget or gold nugget. Yeah, so that's my yard. Green mustard, lettuce, more chili pepper, mango seedling. Grafting later. This one is giant pink. I had to regraft it onto Cherimoya rootstock, otherwise it'll die. Lamb Haas. And this is the LH pink one. And these are Giffner, but they look different because of the pollen I use. See, Giffner. Grafted here a long time ago. And of course, another llama I'm trying to save by regrafting it onto my Atemoya. Another Yucatan Cherimoya, trying to save because basically the root system died. So I grafted it onto this here. It's alive, doing well. And that's it. B10. That's sweet. Even in its green form right now, it's sweet. Its fruit is not as big, but it's still sweet. My wife wanted the green one, the sour one. And this is that dragon fruit. Or not dragon fruit, but I forgot what it's called, but it's the Cadusa, something like that. I haven't had time to repot them, but it's right there.